Have you ever wanted to successfully write an unsolicited job application email that will get you an interview? In this lesson, we'll dive deep into how to write an unsolicited job email and point out the 7 keys that you must do well in order to boost your odds of success. Plus, if you stick around to the end, I'll share how to get a copy of the Magic Interview Getting Email Guide PDF, which includes many more additional tips and strategies we won't have time to cover in this video. And you'll learn this big secret for how to get a job with cold email. And it's this: I'll share with you when to send your email message to increase your hireability by as much as 45%.
Yes.
Welcome, self-starting action taker. I'm Robert with themagiccoverletter.com and WriteJobWriteMoney.com, and you are in the right place to learn the secrets to getting a better job. Click that red subscribe button down below so you won't miss out on any upcoming videos. When sending an unsolicited job application email, your number one goal is to draw the recipient into reading your email and your attached resume and inviting you to an interview. That's it. How can you do that successfully? There are 7 keys that are critical for you to do well. First, you must use a professional email address. If you don't already have one, I recommend you sign up for a free one by simply using your first name, your last name, and your area of expertise as your email address. Second, your unsolicited job application email subject must create enough curiosity to motivate the reader to open up your email and read it. In order for that to happen, you need to keep your subject line short, typically 5 to 7 words and no more than 60 characters. By far the most persuasive subject line is a referral by someone who knows the person you are contacting. This gives you an automatic, instant connection. If you are a friend or coworker of the person referring you, say so. For example, friend of Jason Blaine for strategic analyst. If you don't have a mutual referral connection, the next best subject line when emailing your resume is to be bold and direct. Top 3 reasons to hire me as strategic analyst. If bold and direct doesn't fit your personality, you can dial it down a notch with something like this: strategic analyst with 10 plus years experience. And by the way, if you ever work one-on-one with me, there are some other pretty unique subject lines that we can explore. You can also check out my 5 interview getting email subject tips video, which includes more strategies for how to write email subject for job application. Third, and we're getting closer and closer to revealing the big secret on how to increase your hireability by as much as 45%. Your greeting must be appropriate for the situation and strike the right balance between formal and informal. I highly recommend you watch my Dear Hiring Manager video for an in-depth session on the very best greetings you can use for interview getting emails and cover letters, plus the biggest mistakes to avoid. The 2 most important things to keep in mind are this: never ever use a generic greeting such as "to whom it may concern" or "dear sir/madam." In order for your unsolicited job application email to be successful, it must be personalized to a specific individual. If the culture of the business is more traditional, such as a bank or a government agency, or you're not sure of the culture, it's in your interest to start your message with a more formal greeting showing proper respect, such as Mr., Ms., Mrs., Dr., Professor in front of the person's name with a colon after their name. If the business is less formal or you want to convey a more friendly first impression, it's okay to start the letter with something less formal, such as "dear," or "greetings," or "hello," followed by their name and a comma. Fourth, your opening hook, which is really the first 1 to 2 sentences of your email, must continue the conversation you started with your subject line and set up the compelling evidence that you're going to share in the main body of your email. As you can see in this unsolicited job application email sample, if your subject is based on a referral, then you can use an opening hook like this to continue the conversation. Jason Blaine recommended I contact you to share the top reasons why I think I'm a great fit for the position of strategic analyst. Here are 3 additional ways you could complete that sentence. Jason Blaine recommended I contact you to share how I could make your job easier, or how I could contribute to the success of strategic parameters, or how I would make an ideal strategic analyst. Any of those can be very effective. If your subject is top 3 reasons to hire me as, followed by the job title, then I recommend your opening hook be as follows. Take a look below and see the top reasons why I think I'm a great fit for the position of strategic analyst, or whatever job you are applying to. Here are 3 other examples that you can also use for this opening sentence. Here are 3 reasons my success increasing sales by X% make me a good candidate for an interview. Or here are 3 reasons my success cutting inventory costs by X% can make your job easier. Or here are 3 reasons my success improving profits by X% can help you grow profits even more. And now I want to pause for a moment and hear from you. What's your biggest fear when sending an unsolicited job application email? I'd love to read your answer in the comments below. The 5th key for how to send an unsolicited email for a job is the main body of your email. This is where you will present the compelling evidence showing why you are a great candidate for the position. Before you start writing this section, I recommend you answer these 4 questions. How can I make the most significant contribution to a goal that's important to the company? Where can I bring the most value? What can I do for the company and/or your future boss that's important? And how can I make his or her job easier or more successful? Your goal is to identify the top 2 to 3 reasons which will motivate the reader of your job application email to read the rest of the message and open your resume and invite you to an interview. As much as possible, focus on specific gifts, skills, abilities, experiences that show how you can contribute to an important goal of the company. The more you can quantify your accomplishments, the better. The example email uses a short, bold headline followed by 1 to 2 sentences expanding on the headline. Let's look at the first one, and you can pause the video and read the next 2 if you are interested. 1, I have strategic planning experience. My work leading a new 2-year strategic planning process at a small college taught me how to get all stakeholders engaged and supporting the process. As a consultant, I facilitated the development of a strategic plan for a 7-partner CPA firm and drove the early stages of implementation of that plan. You can also follow an alternative approach that can be equally persuasive, such as this. My ability to, your major accomplishment can help you, and then the result that you will deliver that's important to the company. You can do that with my skills/expertise, my XX years experience as a blank, or my training, and then you would list your major training accomplished can help you achieve a result or benefit that's important to the company. If that approach is a little too direct for your personality, you can soften it by starting the bullet with, I believe my ability or skill or experience or training can be useful in helping name of employer succeed with a specific goal important to the employer. We're almost there. 6th, your call to action must tell the reader what you want them to do, which in most cases, when you're sending an unsolicited job application email, is you want them to read your resume and invite you to an interview. One of the most powerful ways to do that is to simply start your call to action like this. Mr. Owen, you can read even more reasons I can help you expand your client base into new markets in my attached resume. Notice that this call to action starts out personalized with the recipient's name, as well as it ties directly to a goal that's important to the company. Both of these factors can help draw attention to your call to action. An alternative first sentence is this. Mr. Owens, you can read even more reasons to interview or hire me in my attached cover letter and resume. You want to follow this opening call to action sentence with another sentence designed to persuade them to invite you to an interview. In my opinion, this is the most powerful way to do that. I welcome the opportunity to discuss the performance you can expect from me. You can also strengthen that second sentence of your call to action by doing something like this. I welcome the opportunity to discuss how my, and then you list your top ability, can help you reach, and then you list an important goal to the company. That is very powerful as well. And finally, number 7, you want your closing sign-off to make it easy for the reader to contact you. I recommend adding a third sentence to your call to action paragraph that simply lists your phone number. You can reach me at, and then include your phone number there. It's also important to include the appropriate contact information as part of your email signature. I recommend you include your phone number, contact details, and a link to your LinkedIn profile. It may also be appropriate for you to include a link to your website, your online portfolio, and social media icons. You may consider adding a photograph as well as part of your email signature. Before I share how to increase your hireability by as much as 45%, there is one more thing. I'm really excited to be able to offer the Magic Interview Getting Email PDF, which you can download for free. It includes more tips and suggestions for emailing your resume using an unsolicited job application email, as well as more job application email samples. Simply go to themagiccoverletter.com/magic email and download your copy now. The link is also in the description. And at last, as promised, one of the most helpful tips for emailing your resume is this. Research shows emailing your resume before 10 a.m. on a Monday morning can increase your hireability by as much as 45%. So take advantage of that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if not, let me know that as well. Be sure to subscribe so you'll get all my upcoming videos. And if you know someone who wants to uplevel their job or career, please share this information with them. And until next time, unleash your big dreams by asking yourself this powerful question: what if it's possible now?